Hi, my name is Jordan Petrusich from Accounts Payable. I'm here to show you how to create an employee reimbursement report in Chrome River. If you are new to Chrome River and employee reimbursements, you'll need two things before we get started. You'll need the department budget code, or FOAT, from your manager, and second, you'll need an itemized receipt of the purchase saved to your computer. Now, to get started with this report, we're going to come into Chrome River and we're going to go to Plus, New Expense Report. We're going to type in our name and then the month and the year. And because we're doing an employee reimbursement report, we're going to come down to report type and select employee misc reimbursement. Then we'll save. Now on the left-hand side, we have our expense report, and on the right-hand side, we would have our expenses. Now most of you aren't going to have any expenses showing here. For me, I have one receipt showing. It's also my out-of-pocket. You can find it here in the receipt gallery. Most people, when they're seeking a reimbursement, will come up here where it says Create New. And then they're going to classify their expense by selecting the tile that matches the type of expense that they're seeking reimbursement for. For most people, that's going to be office supplies. So I'm going to choose office supplies. Now, for the particular purchase, we're going to need to type in the amount of money that was spent, the merchant, the description of the purchase, and then that department budget code that we spoke about earlier. Now let's see, just to get this right, this is going to be for $7.81. The merchant is Home Depot. And the description, let's do office supplies Depot. And then we're going to select our allocation. For me, that's going to be financial services. And then before we save this, we're going to add the receipt, an itemized receipt. Now, what we need out of this receipt is not just a standard receipt. It has to be itemized and it has to show the means in which you purchased it in. Sometimes that can be two different documents. Sometimes that is an invoice that's itemized, and then proof of purchase would be a receipt that shows the credit card that was used and the amount that was paid, but not necessarily an itemized receipt. So again, we're going to need an itemized receipt and then proof of purchase. Sometimes that's the same document, sometimes it's not. So I'm going to come down here and click Add Attachments. And I'm going to upload it from my computer. Let's go to Receipts. This might take a second to load. As you can see, we have our receipt here. It's several pages, but it does show the $7.81, and it shows that it was itemized. This was for Gorilla Construction Adhesive. So that looks good, so we're going to save this. Now, as you can see, that expense has been added to the left side, which is our expense report. Now, I'm going to add one more, and for this one, I actually already uploaded the receipt to Chrome River, and we can find that in our receipt gallery. If you choose to upload them first and not attach them to the expense, you can come here and click Upload, and then upload it from your computer before you create the expense. Now, because this is already here, I'm going to click the checkbox, and I'm going to add it to the report. So in this scenario, I'm adding the receipt first instead of the details. Now watch what happens. We have the receipt here on the left, and again, I'm going to select office supplies. Now in this scenario, Chrome River reads the receipt and actually puts the amount right here, 1593, it puts the merchant information in. And all we have to do is put the description of the purchase and then allocate it. Now this is an itemized receipt, so this works, and it does show the credit card that was used. So description, I'm going to say wire mesh. And we're going to select the allocation. For me, again, that is financial services. So this looks good. We're going to click Save. And now we have 2 transactions on our expense report. This is all we have that we're seeking reimbursement for. So we will click Submit. We can review the report here on the right-hand side and our receipts below. And once we've done that and it looks good, we can click Submit again. And that's it. That's how you create an employee reimbursement report in Chrome River. And also, I'd like to add to please refer to the accounts payable website for more details and information on the policy that backs this type of report.